In a dying Midwestern town, there stood a shopping mall. Once, it was the heartbeat of the community. Bright lights, bustling stores, music echoing through food courts. But time had done what time always does. Stores closed, shutters rolled down, laughter faded into silence. Now, only a few security guards, janitors, and the occasional curious teenager wandered its decaying halls. But the mall was not truly empty. Beneath its quiet floors, something waited. Ben, a college dropout, working part-time as a security guard, had drawn the closing shift again. It was supposed to be uneventful. A few laps around the upper level. Maybe catch a nap in the surveillance room. Maybe scroll his phone. But that night, something felt different. The air was thicker, staler, as if the building had held its breath the moment he stepped inside. Around 2:17 a.m., while walking past the abandoned food court, Ben noticed something odd. A door, heavy, metal, painted, industrial gray, sat slightly ajar behind a rusted employees-only sign. He'd passed it dozens of times. It had always been locked. Tonight, it wasn't. Curiosity overtook protocol. He radioed in, no response. Flashlight in hand, he pushed the door open and descended the stairs. The stairwell led far deeper than expected, beneath the parking garage, beneath maintenance tunnels. At the bottom, Ben entered a massive, concrete hallway. It stretched out in both directions, dimly lit by buzzing fluorescent lights. This wasn't storage. It wasn't even on the blueprints. Pipes lined the ceiling. Condensation dripped like sweat. The air buzzed with a low, mechanical hum, like a machine breathing somewhere deep inside the walls. And something had been down there. Boxes were shredded. Scratches covered the concrete. Old mall signage, mannequins, even a few janitorial carts sat abandoned, decades old. Ben turned a corner and found a room filled with mannequins, dozens of them, standing silently in rows. Some wore outdated clothing from old stores. Some were naked, their limbs askew, their heads all turned toward him. He took a step back. That's when he heard it, breathing. One mannequin was exhaling. Its chest rose. Slowly, methodically, Ben dropped his flashlight in the darkness. The sound came scraping, skittering, like nails on concrete, first distant, then louder, closer, crawling. He scrambled to grab his flashlight and pointed it down the hall. Nothing but the sound kept coming. Turning a corner, Ben froze eyes. Dozens of them, not glowing, reflecting, low to the ground, unblinking, watching. For a full second, nothing moved. Then they charged. Ben ran through corridors that twisted and shifted, past rooms that weren't there before, past stairs that now led nowhere. The walls pulsed, breathed. The mall was alive, he screamed. But no one heard him. Just as he felt something cold wrap around his ankle, he burst through a door. Back into the food court, he collapsed, gasping, bloody, covered in grime. The metal door behind him was gone. In the morning, they found him shaking in the janitor's closet. He tried to explain the breathing mannequins, the eyes, the maze below. No one believed him. The door, welded shut, the cameras showed nothing. The only proof were the long red scratches on his arms and the way he couldn't stop looking at the floor, as if something was still listening from below. Later that year, the mall was finally shut down. The demolition crew arrived. They spoke of strange noises, of tools going missing, of shadows that moved when no one was there. One worker disappeared entirely. Some say there was no sub-basement, no tunnel system, but Ben knows better. Whatever lives beneath the mall is still there, waiting, hungry,